What's up, friends? Okay, I'm doing this video to explain a little bit about this video you're about to watch. This video that you're about to watch happens to be my very first test video for Andre Unchained. It's the video that no one was ever going to see. If you're a content creator, you know that video. But this didn't turn out that bad. It was, like my first go at my camera angles, my lighting, color grading, editing in DaVinci Resolve. I haven't done any of that before. So this was new territory, and it was kind of scary at first, but so much fun. And I want to take you guys on my journey. I want you to see where I've started and where I am and where I'm going. The conversation I had, it was actually a friend of mine. He came over to help me with my setup, and he brought his wife. And we just thought, why don't we just have a conversation, myself and his wife, about whatever, because he wanted to check out camera angles and whatnot while we were filming. So I thought, why not? The conversation ended up being hilarious. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use it as a test, but then I decided I want to put it up, show you guys. And I'm going to have her on another episode because she's just great. Anyway, this is an intro to my very first intro for Andre Unchained, to my very first test episode that you were never meant to see. Anyway, enjoy. What's up, friends? This is a test video for a possible intro for my podcast, Andre Unchained. I have been blessed to have an incredible guest. Her name is Jin Molland, the wife of a very dear friend of mine. She's Korean, he's Australian. That's just funny right there, right? She came on and it was fun. So interesting. I'm going to have her on as an actual guest on an episode. But this is just a test with my FX30 and my Rode NTG. Love this combo. Enjoy the convo. Peace. All right, everything's recording.
Yep.
Everything's recording. Sick. Okay, so Jin, what is it about that ASMR video that makes you feel so relaxed? Because to me, it's the most annoying sound I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's what they've said.
Right. Is somebody playing with a tap in the background?
All right. Yeah, you gotta get used to this.
No, I don't, because no one will be here. No one will be here.
I think I wasn't interested myself, but in Korea, ASMR is a really big thing, like huge thing.
Yeah, right.
For eating and everything.
Okay.
Make some noise and stuff. So it was keep coming up on my Facebook. So even I wasn't interested, I was keep looking at, scrolling at, and then I got obsessed, addicted. Wow. And then now I actually searching and then watching that like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Wow.
And then sometimes I fall asleep. It's still going on. So when I open my eyes, watching again, fall asleep. So it made me really comfortable, just sound.
That's crazy. Do you think it's because, this is just an observation. When I am around my Asian friends, they tend not to talk to one another. And so something like the ASMR is almost like an audible noise that they can focus on because they're not actually, if we were talking, you wouldn't care about that sort. You know how some people go to sleep listening to music or podcasts? Maybe that might be a psychological, I don't know. I don't know.
And then I like that video because no distraction. She only focus on her lip.
Yeah, right.
And then, I don't know. I just really obsessed with her lips.
Mouth.
Yeah. And then how she eating.
She's got nice lips.
Yeah. But she's bored. She has wrinkles.
You only notice that because you're in the beauty industry.
No, actually people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people saying that.
Man, the internet is so harsh.
Yeah, really bad reviews. You're too old to do this.
Oh my
you
God.
eat too many sweet things because you're gonna have a diabetes.
But they're watching her channel.
Yes.
It's like,
and then the viewer is amazing. She has so many followers.
Yeah.
So I think people, what do you say? It's like a pervert.
Yes.
they saying like
Voyeurism,
better
it's called. They like to watch.
Yeah, they saying like better things to her.
Oh, okay. They're called trolls.
Chores, maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
But they keep watching.
Of course.
And then keep writing the wedding reviews.
Yeah.
So I think, but even I'm a big fan of her. I don't write anything. I don't like press like thumb or anything. I just watching because I just enjoying.
Are you following her?
No, I just search every time. And
why don't you follow her?
Then when I start to follow something, less interested.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
I don't really follow anything, and I don't really press it like, but I love to watch. So every time when I feel like I want to watch something, and because from my work, I'm so drained.
Yep.
So I don't want to use my brain. I just want to be like nothing.
You want a distraction.
Yeah.
I get that.
That's why these things make me really relax. I could watch like 3 hours.
Can I ask a question? Why don't you want to follow her?
First of all, I'm not a big fan of like doing Instagram social network myself as well too. So I just wanna use and watch something when I want.
Right.
Not like
you don't want it kind of like
something popping up all the time. Yeah.
Ah, okay. But doesn't the algorithm do that? Can you bring the mic a little closer to you?
A little bit?
Yeah, just slide.
Or do I have
just
to say like this?
Yeah,
No. Just
Just
slide the mic closer. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. You can slouch. Yeah, no, I'm really interested in that because I know with the algorithm, once you watch one thing, it'll just keep spitting out things similar too. But when you follow them, I wonder if the algorithm changes.
Maybe. And
don't know.
And then I realized that when I follow something from that algorithm, the other things coming up too.
Yeah, right. But you know, like as a content creator, that's like the number one thing that you want your viewers to do is to follow you.
Yeah.
Smash that like button, subscribe my channel. But it's interesting because I think on YouTube you get paid per views. So people are viewing it. You're still benefiting from it. But it's just if you have less subscribers, like some of the podcasts I watch, they even say it. They go, hey, we just did some analytics and I noticed that so many of you are watching this, but only 50% of you are subscribed, blah, blah, blah. So I wonder if that's a thing. I feel like with my channel, I don't give a fuck. If you come and watch it, that's great. If you don't subscribe, that's totally cool. As long as you're watching it, you're getting something out of it. You might watch 5 minutes of it. I'm not really doing it to monetize it or to get famous or anything like that. This is my legacy I want to leave to the world, these conversations.
And the other things relate to this one, on Instagram, when I see something and if it's useful for me, I save it without following.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Save to watch later.
Yes. So I watch later when I need it, but I don't follow. Because I don't really do Instagram myself for myself, like private things.
Yeah.
So if I was keep following everything, later on when it came up, I didn't even know that I pressed follow and I was following it.
Yeah, right.
So I realized that, even I press following, I'm not really interested.
Sure.
Maybe in that moment I press following, but later on it gets a bit annoying. So I unfollow actually. So maybe I'm weird because I don't really
a lot
use
of people are doing the same
social
thing.
network. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't, even I'm big fan of something. I think maybe sometimes follow, but most of the time I only watch when I want to watch. I don't want something coming up all the time.
Can I ask you something? What would get your follow?
What does it mean?
Like, what would it take to get you to follow? Because you said just then that sometimes if you like it, you'll follow. What would it take to get your follow? Like, what would it take for you to follow my channel?
In my perspective, if something useful and then I like it, like not too much like thinking.
Okay.
Something easy thing.
Sensory, like the woman eating.
Yeah.
You like that.
Yeah. And then the other thing what I follow is like yoga, stretching.
Mm.
So I think most of the my followings
Mhm.
is about the yoga or stretching because I don't have to think too much.
Right.
I just follow and useful
Okay.
2 point
Right.
for me because I don't do much with the Instagram and stuff. So that's the thing. And then for our salon, we have many people, the new people coming, and when we ask them, because my boss doing the Instagram, and then it's pretty popular. So when I ask them how did you find our salon, most of them they saying from Instagram. But myself, when I search something, I don't really use Instagram and search something.
What do you use?
Google.
Okay.
Yeah, still maybe or the style. I still use most of the times using Google's to find something or YouTube. But I found that many people actually not just for fun, for information.
Right.
Yeah, they're using the Instagram too. In that case, maybe they start to follow and then they saw some hair and they coming. Oh, I wanted this hair like that. Yeah.
I think sometimes it starts off, you're looking at maybe something educational. It's like, oh, that's interesting. And then you start to just drift and you're just scrolling unnecessarily.
Yeah, so that is my big task. And then actually I have stress a lot because my boss is forcing me, you should do Instagram, you should do Instagram. So I made my like a hair Instagram and tried to do it. But mine is more like a before, after I did this. But she forcing me, no, do something fun. Like it doesn't need to be about the hair.
Yeah.
Do something fun. So people will like, oh, what is this? And watching, and then they will follow you and then they will come to the salon. But to me, personally, when I see the Instagram, I only following and save it when it's useful.
Right.
So for me, it's not the point.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what is right or wrong.
I don't think there is a right or wrong. I think it's like whatever you want it to be. Like if you feel more comfortable, if you're going to actually do it by keeping it the way you want to do it, then you're more inclined to keep doing it. Whereas if you feel like you've got to do it like they've told you to do it, you won't do it.
But maybe that in that case, like her, have more followers. Because I don't.
Well, yeah, that's definitely.
I don't put a lot of effort to do other things for my Instagram. Yeah. So maybe lower followers because it's not really fun.
Yeah.
I just show my work, that's all. But like her.
It's inauthentic if you're going to do it her way. And your clients will see that. Like if you're trying to like be, and you're not like that naturally, your clients will feel that. And some clients like that person, some clients like you.
Yeah.
So I think you just be you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like your clients will find you. It'll grow organically as opposed to forcing it, which is kind of like, you know, when you see like ads for podcasts and stuff like that, they'll put like this clickbait. You know what clickbait is? So it's like something really catchy to grab you straight away, but it's not necessarily like indicative of the whole podcast. It's almost like this was just the coolest bit in the whole podcast and we'll give you that. But then it draws you to the podcast and you realize this is actually pretty fucking boring.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's like news media now is clickbait. And so they have to put this title of like, man gets eaten by a shark. And then you go read it and it's like actually a shark and he actually wasn't eaten. He was, you know what I mean? Like it's that kind of, they call it clickbait. So it's almost like it baits you like a fish on a hook, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And you don't have to do your Instagram like that.
Yeah. And I actually love your like Instagrams.
Okay,
and
cool.
then you're the one I always say like or yeah.
All right.
Because so for me, the social network is for useful thing, right? So me and Dave very busy and we don't really go out. Unless he has a gig, I go sometimes and then have drink and dance, but we don't really go out ourselves to see something.
Yeah.
But when I see your Instagram, you posting this, your gigs and stuff. So actually I told Dave so many times, oh, try doing this. I want to go to that. I want to go to Caterpillar Club. I want to go here because it gives me the information.
Yeah.
if I don't see your Instagram,
I know. I'm
I
probably.
don't really don't know what you're doing or what gigs is going on in the city. I didn't even know the Caterpillar Club.
Mm,
And then when I see that, and I actually went to Caterpillar Club after I saw the posting,
yeah.
but you didn't have a gig that night. But I told my friend, oh, one of my friend playing here, and I saw this cool place, and let's go there.
Mm.
So me and my friend there, and then my friend said, oh, it's really
Club's
cool.
great,
Yeah.
eh? Yeah,
So
it's awesome.
like that, for me, more like a useful information
Yeah,
instead
okay.
of a lot of fun
Like,
or
yeah.
stuff. Or sometimes I really want to listen to music, but I cannot really go to live music, like a COVID situation.
Sure.
So we have a freedom now, but we're too tired. So
Mhm.
I don't want to use too much energy,
Mm.
dress up and go outside and
Yeah, yeah.
do this. So it's good to watching your
Of course.
things and
That's almost like the new social well, it's it's the social medium now to interact with people. Most people don't want to go out. We're feeling it now in the live scene. Like it's this weird mix of people that are kind of like out. They're just there to party. They're not really there to socialize. Do you know what I mean? Like you have the stupidest conversations. Most people just want to get drunk. It's almost like a distraction from, I don't know, maybe a shitty job or something like that.
I used to love to go out, but since, I don't know, since COVID happened and maybe from last year, I when I go outside, it's not fun anymore. I don't know why. I'm getting
really?
older.
Is it
or-
because the people that are there are too young and they're just
I don't know.
silly?
Just I don't have that happiness anymore
Oh,
when I go out.
all right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I used to like love to party and hang out with my friends and go somewhere dancing. But these days, when my friends ask me, "Oh, let's go and let's hang out," I say, "Oh, just come to my house and I can make some food
Of
and
course.
let's talk." So I think maybe my life is different too.
It's different now, yeah. And that's normal. Like I know for myself, when I'm not gigging, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not really going out. I'm trying to force myself to be more social, just to go out and just be amongst other people, because I'm quite happy to just sit at home alone and just do my thing.
So in a good way, we are so comfortable in our own nest.
Yeah.
So we found out something fun in here ourselves. That's why we don't go out. But sometimes, I try to force myself. I should have been social. Maybe I'm still young, so maybe I have to go outside. But if I wanna see the gigs or something and just see the YouTube or Instagram and done. Okay, sleep. So maybe different word or I'm changing it too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I feel like as you get closer to our age, that desire to go out and pick up or meet new people, it's not the same because you've got a really nice home that you've nested in, and you know what I mean? And going out to dinner is
the
more
other
fun.
thing is, when you are young, before you go out, you're so excited, right?
I'm gonna
see this man and then talking, drinking, and dancing. But now, when I go out,
I don't want to see this man.
No, when the guys talk to me, I say, "Oh, sorry, I got married. I have a partner, so I just talked with my girls and dancing."
Do you wish you said you weren't married? Would that be different?
No, that's why maybe I found out that it's good to spend time with my girls, but I found out that it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, right.
Because I have a different life now.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm happy. Yeah.
What about role playing? Could you like go out with your girls and pretend you're single and just fuck with men? No, that could be fun.
And then
actually, that's probably not cool because that's what a lot of women do, and it fucks with men. And then
no, it's funny. So when I was single, it was a long time ago. But when I see the guys, I try to look like I try to send you the telepathy and look at me like that. But now, even really handsome guy.
we're not mind readers, right?
No, even really handsome guy. When I see them, I think
your telepathy shut down.
No, not telepathy. Even when I see the
ESPN.
handsome guy, I feel like handsome.
Okay,
that's it.
Yeah.
I don't have that
Because you only got eyes for
appetite
Dave.
to taste the guys.
All right. We might have to
I'm talking shit now.
To eat the guys. All right, cool. You're not hungry to eat the guys. All right, fair
Or
enough.
18 minutes. No, you've done well as a test. 18 minutes.
We're good?
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I think it's too much.
That's great. That's great. It's going to work as a test. Sure. Thanks, Bubba. You know what, Jen? You should actually come on the show. It's a great insight. Non